Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, this will be a 3-in-1. The Dionicus best build, the best build for Laten Avenatrix, and the best build for Achillo beta. However, I'd like to really apologise for the lack of uploads, and I promise to give you more uploads. And I sincerely hope that you accept my apology. And also, here are the timestamps if you just want to skip on through. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comments if you like this video, and make sure to like and subscribe. One last thing before the video starts though, I'd really recommend joining my Discord. It's got lots of stuff, it's got mod announcements, everything. Everything you need for Power Titans is in my Discord. The link can be found in the pinned comment or the description. It's an amazing little community with around 50 people, but yeah, have fun and enjoy the rest of the video. A full-grown adult can reach up to 800 combat weight, 500 health, and 1100 full sprint speed. Dionicus, also known as Chicken, is one of the smallest dinosaurs in the game, making it exceptionally difficult to play as a solo. But I pushed myself forward to push the boundaries of Dionicus. Now, let's showcase the best build. Personally, I like this build, but you can go whatever build you want as long as it fits your playstyle. My first fight will be against the Laten Avenatrix. Having 1400 combat weight and 400 health, this thing is a powerhouse compared to Dionicus. Mostly due to the fact that it has like 5 or 6 playstyles and it has bleed. If you watch the fight carefully, I'm not letting him get a single hit on me. And I'm also trying to pounce on him. Tail riding is absolutely crucial as these small dinos. A couple of my friends hate tail riding, but it's what you gotta do, man. Evidently, he's a bleed build, so it's pretty easy to kill him. Now let's stop there for a second. You may be thinking to yourself, this is unfair because the Laten's using a bleed build and he's solo. Well then, I'll put up a fight of me fighting a Laten Avenatrix without a bleed build. And here it is, me as my Dionicus fighting a regular build Laten Avenatrix. During the production of this video, the Bars Boldia TLC came out, so let me know your thoughts on it in the comments. Adding on to that, there's been a lot more different changes. For example, the AoE now has like a whole different setup and it reaches so far. Also, Impact Crater and Grand Plains look super different now. So Grand Plains is just a whole forest and Impact Crater is just kind of like a big hole with an asteroid in it. So yeah, pretty cool. Also, make sure to look at my movement when I'm fighting Laten because you're going to need to learn the movement of Deinon. Also, a good thing to do against fighting like a Laten or a Struthi is to pounce it. Just get that extra damage in and it helps, and also you have good stamina, so use that to your advantage. After about a minute or so, I finally got the victory, so now let's move on to our next fight, which is a Struthi Mimus. With 1400 combat weight and 450 HP, this thing is actually pretty strong for its size. And it's also the fastest dinosaur in the game. And with it being the fastest dinosaur in the game, comes some challenges too. Like for example, a very bad hitbox with its kick attack. But also the opponent of the Struthi Mimus also has some challenges too. Like for example, wait a minute. Anyways, as I was saying, if I was Dionicus, it's going to be very difficult for me to pounce him because of how fast he is. But anyways, let's jump back into the fight. While the Quetzal distracted me, the Struthio actually changed abilities. But yeah, overall you do really want to pounce your opponent, even if you deal half the damage while pounced, it's a good idea. Especially if you're using the little buff tool at the bottom there, the little green icon looking thing. That increases my pounce damage by an extra 20%. As you can see, I just ripped the meat chunk from the Struthi Mimus. This gives me an extra health recovery boost. And to be honest, I don't even think I need it, because this Struthi Mimus is clueless. With that spectacular pounce, I got lots of damage on him, but he booted me in the face. I tried to get another pounce off, but I ran out of stamina just before I could kill him, unfortunately. Pretty amazing kill. to be honest, pretty easy, but now let's move on to the second chapter of this video. That being Laten Avenatrix. Having 1400 combat weight, the same as Mimus, and 400 health, making it just less powerful than Mimus. But, is it less viable? Absolutely not. This is arguably the best build for a solo Laten. Diving into the first fight here, we got a Laten Avenatrix versus a Mimus. This is quite an intense and challenging fight, but the only thing that you've got in your favour is the Struthio's very bad hitbox. What I mean by this is that it's very challenging for the Struthio to hit its kicks, as seen in this fight. I'm going to let you enjoy this brawl without my commentary, but skip to this timestamp to go on to the next fight. If you haven't already, make sure to join my Discord. It's an awesome community, and the link's in the description and the pinned comment. After that victory, now we're moving on to our next fight, which is a Dionicus. On my hand, this is an easy fight, but on the other hand, it's a very challenging fight. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and it helps the growth of my channel. And also drop video suggestions in the comment section. I really appreciate them, and I don't know, your video suggestion might be selected. But anyways, let's get back to the video. As you can see, he decided to pounce me, which isn't exactly ideal, unless he decides to not hit any of his attacks, which he actually did. Which is kind of a good thing, because my A button is busted at the moment. Only Red Dead Redemption 2 players will know what I'm on about. There's not really anything to commentate in this fight, because it's quite an easy fight. As long as you can hit your bites, then you win. Amazing dodge from that Deinon there, but I still managed to clip his hitbox. Which is not by any means good for him. It's just a game of cat and mouse at this point, just chasing him around trying to get those bites in, giving him no chance to fight back whatsoever. Just like that, he's down, and it's an easy kill. But now, let's jump into our last Laten Avenatrix fight before we go into the Achillo beta section. Before we do though, I made a rookie mistake and I forgot to add in the stats for Laten Avenatrix, so here they are. So Laten Avenatrix has 400 health and 1400 combat weight. But for real this time, now let's move on to the Achillo beta section of this video. First and foremost, this is the best solo Achillo beta build. So in the most recent patch for Path Titans, the Achillo beta got some weird changes. So firstly, its combat weight decreased to 2100, the same as Achillo and Concavenator. And the health got bumped up to 650. Which is a very peculiar change, but what really surprised me was the Raptor Strikes buff. Instead of doing around 50ish damage per stack, it did 88 damage at full stack now, which is phenomenal. Which makes my life so much easier when dealing with Ceratos. Because let me tell you, Ceratos and just general modded dinos are a problem. They are so strong. Anyways, I'm sure you've been watching the video and seen how easy it is to murder a Cerato. Because Raptor Strikes is so underrated. It is way too strong. But anyways, let's move on to a more challenging opponent. Like for example, an Allosaurus. Almost double my weight and pretty much the same health. It is still way stronger than me. This is the round which I lost against the Allo, but I just want to show you the do's and don'ts of Achillo. So obviously the first bit of the fight was quite normal, you know, just chasing him around, trying not to get hit, obviously. But at the end of the fight, not knowing how good Allo turning was, I decided to try and face tank it, which obviously ended up with me dying. But let's give that another go, shall we? So I restarted the fight, learning my mistakes from last round, and I did pretty well. The technique that I used here, where I quickly went to the right and then got around him, is a must do against fighting something bigger than you, especially if it can like 1 or 2 tap you. This is a pretty straightforward plan of just get behind your opponent, but it's really hard to pull off, especially against an Aloe or Dasp. Also, in the most recent patch, Achillo's minimal pounce requirement is 4,000 combat weight. So now you can pounce Iggy's, Aloes, Amogs, even Dionicus if you want to, which is amazing. Also, quick reminder to join my Discord, the link is in the description and the pinned comment. This fight was very challenging, seeing as I rarely play Achillo, but I managed to pull it off even with a couple of mistakes. I could probably have done better in that fight, but it is what it is. Hello there. Congratulations for making it to the end of the video. I really appreciate you sticking to the end, and I love you guys so much. I'm sorry for the slow uploads. It's just stuff getting in the way, man. Everything in the way, everything in the way. It's just chaos. But I've tried my best. I'm gonna get more videos out, and trust me, every single video I push out from now on will be the best it can be. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and also join my Discord. And as always, have an awesome day.